Yo, what's going on, guys? Ryan from Cardboard Gaming here again. Last time you saw me, I actually submitted my PSA cards, the first time I've ever done it, but now we are dealing with tariffs. That's right, tariffs from Canada, tariffs from the US. What the heck is going on, guys? I don't know what's going on. Luckily, basically what I did, since we were having so many issues, we had some questions going on in the comments asking, how should we be sending our cards to PSA now from Canada? And luckily, what I was able to do is I actually set up a meeting with Brad Hartland. He's actually the PSA Canada director. I asked Brad if he could answer some questions for us, and he answered my email, and I was able to get some questions answered for you guys. Now, the meeting that I actually had, I did want to record it actually as the meeting, but I wasn't able to because I had some crazy technical difficulties right when the meeting was about to happen, and my computer was crashing. I didn't know what the heck was going on. I'm not going to put the whole clip on this video. What I'm going to do is actually submit it as a separate YouTube video, and if you guys want to hear the full conversation of the voice chat, I'll have that available for you guys. Yeah, so let's get into it. All right, we know the situation. For Canadians right now, you should be submitting your cards with PSA Canada. Some people might think this is a misconception, they're a middleman, or some people, Canadians might have concerns that that they might not get their cards back, or they're gonna get scammed, just having too many hands on your packages. Well, with PSA Canada, they're there to help. Brad really made sure that he let me know PSA Canada is the place to go. Definitely a part of PSA, and that includes PSA China, and I believe it was PSA Japan. They all are under the collector business umbrella. I saw a lot of Reddit posts, and I can post a picture here just so you can kind of see. But there's a couple posts that I listed that basically say, Canada PSA is just a middleman. They send it down to USA, and it might be cheaper because they shove a bunch of cards together. But the second part was right. The first part, them being a middleman, not so much. But it's just funny to hear that people think they're just a fake place. So I don't know, it's pretty funny. Now, the misconception of them being a middleman might have came from maybe 5 years back, where they weren't exactly under the collector's umbrella of PSA. They're actually their own business for about 20 years, and I believe Brad said that he bought the business about 5 years back. It was around COVID time. Another good thing about them being part of PSA, and Brad actually confirmed this himself, that there's a good chance, basically when you submit your cards to PSA Canada, and then he ships the cards out to the US, he said that there's a better chance of your cards being opened quicker. He also mentioned, I don't know if you guys are familiar with, there's sometimes like a 4-week period where you don't know anything about your card, or it doesn't go in research phase or anything. Well, that's one thing that Brad actually mentioned, is it's going to be good if you submit with them, because that research process you'll see within a week or two instead of the 4 weeks. It's very quick, and you don't have to worry about it. Also, another question might be, why should we submit it there? What is the benefit of actually submitting your cards to PSA Canada? So I asked that question to Brad, and he basically said that if you submit through PSA Canada now, you're gonna only have to deal with sending your cards, so basically doing your own shipping to PSA Canada. But after that, you don't have to worry about the customs, and you don't have to worry about the tariff. So I submitted my cards prior to the tariffs. If you submitted your cards, you don't get charged the tariffs going to, but I believe when your cards go back, you're gonna get charged the Canadian tariffs. I believe there's a good chance. I believe that's 25% right now. So that's just something to look out on. But if you submit your cards with PSA Canada, then you don't have to worry about the tariffs. You don't have to worry about the customs, anything like that. So another reason why you should submit with PSA Canada. All right, so another question that people might have had is so people heard that they're gonna be moving. There's supposed to be a Toronto office for PSA Canada. And right now they're in Halifax. If you guys have submitted cards there before, you probably know the address. But now they're gonna be located in the Toronto GTA. Is Mississauga part of GTA? Well, either way, they're gonna be in Mississauga, and that's scheduled to be around August, September time. And Brad's pretty happy about that, and I know all of us are gonna be happy about that in Toronto. That'll allow us to do some in-person submissions, which is gonna be great, and I'll actually be able to show you more about it when they get there in the office in Mississauga. I could probably do some videos for you guys just to see what that place is like too, so that'll also be great. Brett also mentioned that the website for PSA Canada is going to be directly like the USA site, where you can actually put in your own cards and submissions. Right now they do have that form that you've probably seen on PSA Canada where you have to fill it out, fill out your cards, what package you want, and etc. So instead of having to do that in August, September, hopefully when that website's up, you'll be able to do everything on PSA Canada. Another thing that Brad mentioned is that you're going to be able to use authorized dealers in Canada. Now, I can show you a list of authorized deals here. They'll just flip to it on the screen here. But basically what these authorized dealers are going to be is that they're actually people that are authorized to send to PSA Canada or PSA, and they sometimes have extra deals where you don't even have to worry about the shipping. It might even be easier just to drop your cards off there. That's where I can see where the misconception could be with the middleman issue. Obviously, you're dealing with someone else sending your cards in, which I understand, but Brad definitely let me know that it's pretty safe. They're authorized, and if you do have issues, then you probably get with PSA and say something about it if you have issues. But yeah, they're authorized dealers. They should be doing what they're supposed to be doing. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, let me know. Hopefully I answered all your questions. If I haven't answered any of your questions, there is actually, I can always just email Brad if I need to. He said I'm free to contact him or ask him any more questions that you guys might have, and I'll be happy to relay that to Brad. If you have any submission questions that you can't figure out on PSA, let us know and I can forward it over. But I'm here to help you guys, and I just want to get the word out. Don't be scared to send cards at PSA Canada. Seriously, guys, there's no problem with it. I'm actually probably gonna do one myself just so you guys can see how the process is. I'm gonna be opening up some cards. Thank you guys for stopping by. Love you guys. It's always nice to hear back. So, peace.